So, if you don't know, we still have 24 spins left on our Wheel of Decisions. But we did say we would make we did one last spin before we ended the last stream. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. We landed on one spin before we ended the last Wheel of Decisions. That spin was a Genshin Impact tier list. Here's the thing about that Genshin Impact tier list. It's not it's not who's the best or who, like, this tier list is different. This tier list, specifically what we landed on, is who would die first. Now, I feel like I need to give some context. Hey, thank you, Cole.
Purchases for another 3 months. Let's go.
Thank you.
Also, I bought your merch on birthday. So
Aww.
Thank you releasing your merch a day sooner. It was worth the birthday wish. CyYuVtuber.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. So here's the thing about who would die. My idea when doing it was if they would, like, what if they, like, had to face off against, you know, Celestia or whatever, and yeah, what would happen? Who would live? Who would die? Here, let me find appropriate music. In an all-out war, Teyvat versus Celestia, who would die first? Here, S rank is survives. D is dead on sight. Honestly, dead on arrival, but you know. A is like injured. Like I feel like A should be like, all right. This would be like injured, severely injured. Here, we'll do it with a C. Severely injured. No, they're all right. Barely a scratch. Okay, they took a hit. All right, they're going to the hospital, and then they're dead on arrival. Now, mind you, this list is pure bullshit speculation for funsies. Like, this is not to be taken seriously in any way, and I'm not giving this disclosure because Genshin fans are gonna come after me. Honestly, this is more of a because one thing that I think would be crazy is, like, they're building up all this stuff in Genshin because it is going to end with a war arc in the most anime way possible, right? Like, we've seen some, yeah, I know severely is with an S. I'm making a joke it's with a C because it's SABC. I was making a joke. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, like, the way I could see it happening, you know, there's a war and stuff.
I hope you are doing well today and have fun ranking how hurt they get.
Yeah.
That sounds weird saying LOL.
Yeah, it is weird, huh? But yeah, like, because we've seen so many theories, and there actually is a theory video I want to watch at some point. Mizlif, I believe, came out with it. B for Bruise. Nah, I wanted to be more than... And it was a story. Yeah, the new video. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to save it on stream. Don't know if we're going to watch it here, but like today. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, like, seeing so many different ways to, like, seeing all these theories, and the theory about, like, the Descender being the Dragon King, and then, like, you know, that theory. Like, what if, like, you know, maybe they're not fighting Celestia, but maybe they're fighting that like Descender, or maybe they're like, you know, because they are building up to something, right? Arlecchino being confirmed to be from Conrio. We don't know. There's a theory now going on that she's the reborn version of one of the moon goddesses, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? There's just way more. Oh, and Aiki came out with a new video. That's who. Ashikai, that's the video. That's the video that came out that I haven't seen. But there's just so much. There's so much, and I'm like, you know, if the first story of Genshin is gonna go out anyway, this is my make-believe war arc where Genshin is letting all these characters live, and then they're gonna wipe them out. Also, side note real quick, did you guys hear that apparently in the Honkai Star Rail 2.2, in the patch notes or something or whatever, I haven't really looked into it, they apparently said that some characters won't be able to access the Astral Express anymore. That's kind of concerning. What? I'm like, oh, people be dying, huh? Oh, shit. So, I just thought it'd be kind of cool. Honestly, this list I feel like would make more sense with HSR characters, but whatever. We're gonna start off with Genshin. Here, I'm gonna do Dead on Arrival. Like, I mean, that's how she feels in the game anyway right now. Dead on Arrival. This is gonna be tough. Survives. Obviously, main character logic survives. I feel like, okay, these two are interchangeable, by the way. These two are interchangeable, I feel like. You know what I mean? They have plot armor, but I'm putting like, this is MC, this is villain, because this is the way I played it. All right, let's see. I feel like I should just be, because there's injured, I feel like I should change this to just dead or dies. Because, here, bedridden, dead on arrival, dies. There's no C. There's no C rank. All right. Bedridden, dies, dead on arrival. So they don't even get a chance. They don't even get a chance. Cremated? Damn. Damn, that's actually crazy. Comatose? Well, wouldn't bedridden and comatose be the same thing? Corpse. I like that. I like that. This is just another word for dies. I like that. Corpse. I mean, I feel like that's obvious, right? All right, I'm gonna try to speed run through some of these. I feel like Noelle's dying. I feel like Noelle would be the type to like sacrifice herself. Jean, I feel would be bedridden. Lisa. Oh my God, this is actually gonna be tougher than I thought. I feel like actually, knowing Jean, she'll die protecting Barbara. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I feel like a lot of these are gonna be like, they die by protecting. Isn't Lisa doomed because of her curse? You know? What's this tier list about? Who's dying? I'm gonna say Lisa's bedridden. Amber. I feel like Amber is the type to like, you know. Oh, I feel like Sucrose is dead. Actually, no. Sucrose is gonna be bedridden or all right, mainly because Albedo might take the plunge. I'm gonna tell you right now, where's Albedo? Where's my homunculus boy, my very pretty homunculi? There you are. Yeah, this dude's dead. I have a feeling that my boy is dying, because he'll be like, you know, I'm a homunculus, you can just make me again. You know what I mean? Survives. I feel like Kaya's got main character energy. Same for Amber. I feel like Amber will be like, all right, funny enough. Yeah, I'll put her at all right. You know, all right will be like, they're injured. Bedridden is like, they're like almost like, they're like severely injured. I need to go to the hospital. Corpse is dead. Dead on arrival. They don't exist. No Paimon, by the way. I know that a lot of people would think.
Double exclamation mark. Double exclamation mark.
Here's the crazy part. As strong as I think Arlecchino is, I think she either dies or would be bedridden. I genuinely think Arlecchino dies. I genuinely think Arlecchino dies protecting Linny, Lynette, and Fremine. Yeah, I definitely think Linny is that. Fremine is bedridden. Lynette is probably bedridden. I definitely feel like this is what could happen. What does bedridden mean? Bedridden is essentially like they fought, they're alive, but it's bad. Corpses, they're dead. Fischl, I feel like we're gonna get a lot of bedriddens if I'm gonna be honest. Mona, I feel like Mona would mainly be all right because she can see into the, you know, into the constellations and shit. He'd die. D-Luke would die protecting Kaya. I have a feeling. I don't know. How is Kaya surviving? Kaya is only surviving because he gives off main energy. Main character energy. Like, that is legitimately the only reason I could see Kaya living. Because Kaya is giving off, like, main character energy. Can there be missing? You know what? That's fair. I will give you an MIA category. Like, I'll give you an MIA. Because, like, we don't know if they survived or that kind of thing. Add row above. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And in that case, where's this? Here, let me change the color. I'll probably make it blue. What did you do? Oh, I see. We'll make it teal. All right. I feel like Layla would be MIA. Actually, for the memes, she'd be bedridden. She's not injured. She's just asleep. Oh my god, could you imagine? God, this is gonna sound fucked up. I feel like Diona. I feel like here's the fucked up thing. Here's the fucked up thing, chat. I feel like Mondstadt or like whatever, like I feel like towns will just cease to exist. I feel like they would just attack and wipe out the surface of Mondstadt. You know what I mean? What in the world is happening? Hey, what up, Shen Pie? Yo, so basically, Shen, what's happening is this is a tier list on imagine if there is a war, like if Celestia comes down and attacks like Tevat, like who is living, who is dying, who's injured, who's missing in action, that kind of thing. Ayato missing in action 100%. This aloof piece of shit missing in action. Also, Toma's already missing in action. D-Luke and Corpse. D-Luke is dying protecting Kaya. So is Arlecchino. Here's the thing. A lot of the people who are corpses are missing in action. Or not missing in action. They are protecting people. Hatham would go missing. I'm gonna be honest. Hatham's alright. Hatham's alright. I'm just being honest. Razor, I could see missing in action, actually. Bennett, he's alright. He might get a little fucked up, but knowing him, he will clumsy his way. He will clumsy his way into survival. Hey, thank you, Sarah, for the sub, and thank you, Salis, for the sub. Yeah, Bennett would literally trip into being fine. That's Bennett. Ningguang. Here's the thing, the way I see this, and by the way, this is like pure speculation and BS. The way I see this is just they are going, like Celestia is gonna go for like the bigger superpowers. Ningguang is dying. I actually feel like Ningguang would die on sight, and I know that's fucked up, but like, I feel like the Jade Chamber would get struck like out of the sky. Like how if they were to hit like certain places Like, if they just shot like a death ray, like, you know, you make it like fucking, like, if it's the Death Star shooting Mondstadt, I feel like they do that. They go for the pier. They go for the J chamber. Like, that's where my mind is at, right? Also, corpse then, I would, yeah. Like, I would, the thing is, I feel like she would go either way, right? I feel like she'd try, so maybe not dead on arrival, but Beta would be bedridden or all right. I would say bedridden. I would say bedridden. By the way, this is just purely chat. Again, this is based off nothing. Chat, this is based off literally nothing. This, I have no information. I have nothing to back any of this shit up. This is purely going off my brain and how I feel like what would happen. This is a random idea I had. It's like, whoa, like, if my brain is like, what if I just watched the finale of a fucking anime and seeing what would happen? The totally true and factual. Sure, buddy, go ahead. That won't kill us on social media. Hold on, chat. Also, chat, so I've been seeing way more theories on Genshin. You know, I'm sure you guys have heard. I'm sure you guys have heard the fucking, I'm sure you guys have heard the theory about the sky isn't real. Like, apparently that is a line that Scaramouche says. And I might have talked about this. I might have talked about this way back when. What if this is some, what if Genshin's like, what if like the second story really is like Celestia? Like, I didn't think about it. It's canon, right? So what if this shit, the reason they introduced the layered map, and they're just gonna take a page from, they're just going to take a page from Tears of the Kingdom, and at the end of the Conria story in 7 point whatever, the second part of the Genshin story is the entire sky is cleared out, and it's just another huge sized map, the size of current Tevat, with like Natlan, Fontaine, like all the nations in the sky, a la Tears of the Kingdom. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? We can fly again? Exactly. After we get all of our abilities again, the second part of the story is they just take from Tears of the Kingdom and you're able to fly around. Dude, I had that thought the other day when I saw the theory and I got reminded that the sky isn't real. And I was like, bro, that would be wild. So anyway, just a thought I had. Also, Kaching, I feel like she'd be bedridden. I don't think she'd be dead, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Beto would die. Not Beto, fucking Chongyun. I don't know why. I don't know why. Purely off, like, I don't know. Not my boy. Oh yeah, no, Xiao I definitely feel like is dead. Xiao has almost died already protecting people. I definitely feel like he's gonna die. I feel like Klee is MIA, Venti will be MIA, Tartaglia will be MIA, Zhongli will be MIA, Xiangling might be bedridden. Is Chi-Chi corpse because she is one? Or honestly, I feel like Chi-Chi would just die. Bedridden. Gone. I don't know with some of these. Ironically, I feel like a lot of the death die would either go MIA or die. Sino dead. I hate to say this. I feel like Dory survives this shit. This is what I hate. I think Dory would swindle her way into surviving. As much as I don't like Dory. That's how you know this is biased. Or not biased. That's how you know this is not biased. Because I do not like Dory. But I actually feel like she would survive. Like, Dory would, like... I feel like she would... Like, how she would swindle her way, but also protect people. Like, I feel like she'd use her chamber to try to protect people, but also just, like, hide away along with them. Do you want me to be honest, chat? I actually feel like all the Archons, minus Farina, I feel like Farina would survive, or be all right. But I feel like all of the Archons would go MIA. Because after fighting Celestia, I feel like, because Farina technically isn't an Archon anymore, I truly feel that the other Archons, if I had the Natlin one as well as the Saritsa, I would say, honestly, the only one that I think would probably die is the Saritsa. I feel like the Saritsa would die, but I feel like every other Archon would go missing. I don't go here, Genshin, but I think that beautiful bitch lesbian with the cat ears and the white streak in the hair would be all right in my heart. Are you? And the what? Are you talking about? Are you talking about Arlecchino? Or are you talking about? I can't even tell. Oh, Goro? Goro? I do agree, actually. I mean, his whole thing is rallying the troops. I do think so. I also think Kujosara. I feel like Kokomi would be bedridden. I don't think she'd die, but I do feel like she would be very, like... Because she's healing, but she probably overhealed people. That's what I feel. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Honestly, these two I'm having trouble with. I'm not sure if... I feel, here's what's gonna be shitty. I feel like Ganyu would be bedridden. And this one's gonna hurt. I feel like Shenhe would die. I love Shenhe, but knowing her, she would protect Ganyu. She would either be a corpse or bedridden. And crazy enough, I know that you would think, in my mind's eye, in my weird fanfic that this is, I feel like Cloud Retainer would be all right. And the only reason is because Shenhe protected Ganyu and she's pissed. So she just like fucking saves Ganyu, like swoops in and fucking like, this is my weird fan fiction is what this is. I feel like Cloud Retainer would swoop in and save Ganyu after Shenhe sacrificed herself. Live your truth. This is my weird fucking anime fucking final battle seeing people. All right, let's see. What do we got here? I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. I'm gonna put you in bedridden. Hu Tao? Corpse. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hu Tao I feel like would be all right. I feel like Hu Tao would be all right. Rosaria? This one's tough. I feel like if Mondstadt gets right, it just depends where. I would say MIA. Yeah. Yanfei, I actually don't know. I would say Yanfei would be okay. Eula. Kazuha survives, baby. Actually, Kazuha would be the type to either be bedridden or be a corpse. I'm gonna put him in bedridden. Nah, chat, nah. You're talking about Skara? Look, we gotta go in order. All right, Ayaka's bedridden. Ayato obviously saves her at one point. But Ayato is, you know, Eula. Yeah, I'm gonna say Eula would die. Yoimiya. I feel like, here's the shitty thing. Yoimiya is either bedridden or dead, and here's why. It's because she's though too happy She's the too happy character that if they wanted a tonal shift dramatically everything, that is where they would fucking, like, you know what I mean? To make, why are the Archons MIA? Because if they're fighting Celestia, they're vanishing like the Avatar. I'm gonna put Yoimiya in bedridden. CyYu is dead. This little ninja's dead. Raiden Shogun is MIA. After the battle is said and done, MIA. Ito, he's dead. I love my boy Ito, but he's actually, here's the fucked up thing. I feel like he'd be bedridden while Kuki Shino. Actually, no. I'm gonna say they're both all right. Ito tries to be too fucking cool to sacrifice himself to save Kuki Shinobu, and Kuki Shinobu puts him in his fucking place. And then they both get saved. That's what both of these fucking idiots, they would try to protect each other and their crew, and then someone ends up saving both of them. She's MIA. I mean, she's currently MIA. Like, she's nowhere to be found right now. Yaimiko would be, honestly, Yaimiko I think would be survives. Either that or, it's so crazy because in my brain, Yaimiko either survives or is dead. Like, I don't see anything in between, because I feel like she'd be survives. Yeah. Okay, but why does someone, why does protecting someone always means death? Because this is my weird anime bullshit brain. That's what you have to understand. This isn't logical, all right? This isn't meant to be, you know, this is, have you never seen the tropey ass anime shit? Piccolo protecting Gohan, dies. Like, Goku holding back Radix, dies. Like, there are too many times. Vegeta sacrificing himself to protect fucking, it's called shonen. This is the shonen fucking jump Genshin Impact tier list. That's what this is. Don't folks who protect others also have a chance to live? I mean, that depends. I think where many anime where the heroic sacrifice happens. You need to watch more anime. Full Metal Alchemist, like, what are we talking about? All right. Yelan, I feel like she'd be all right. Heizo, I feel like he'd be all right. Heizo would be the type to, like, scout looking for, like, him and Kuki would probably work together scouting looking for information on how to take down Celestia. Tainari and Kale, I feel like would be, Tainari would be bedridden, Kale would be all right, Sino would be dead. Nah, I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know. Like, deadass, I actually don't know what would happen to Sino. I feel like Irma Nubis would protect him, and he'd also just be bedridden. But, like, my fucking anime fanfic would be, like, he dies. But I don't know. I can see Sino barely surviving. Yeah. Nilu, I feel like would be all right because I don't know. She just feels that way. Candace. I feel like Candace would be all right. Skara would survive mainly off Nahida. Part of me was like, I would kill Skara, like, out of him finally realizing that he actually cares about people. And just because, like, in my brain, the reason why Arlecchino, I would put Skara dead alongside Arlecchino is because they fight against the Fatui and they take out the other Fatui. Like, you know, Fatui for Fatui, or like former Fatui for former Fatui. Like, that's how my brain is working. Faruzan dies on arrival? I don't know about on arrival, but I do think she would die. Yeah, I would die on arrival. Nah, I'm just kidding. Dia, I feel like she'd be all right. He'd be dead on arrival. He'd be all right. He'd be the medic. He'd be the medic. He'd be the medic. Kaya, or not Kaya, Kave. I feel like Kave would actually be all right. This idiot would try to like fortify, like make forts, like do something to like fortify like defenses or like make some sort of base. Baiju dying without Celestia, he just dies. That's true. Hey, right. Thanks for the 10 months.
10 months already? That's crazy. Side note, my partner owns all of Rave Master physically and was so excited to hear there's another Rave Master fan
dude, I love Rave Master. All right. Kirara. I would think bedridden. Navi would be all right because she has the luck of surviving. I'll actually put her in survival. Clarand, I feel like would be bedridden protecting Navia. Chevris, I think would be bedridden because she'd be fighting. Charlotte would be all right. Gaming, what do we get rated by? Dragon Mid. Oh, Vienna! Welcome, Raiders! How's it going, Raiders? I'm CyYu. And we're doing a weird-ass tier list. This is the most fanfic tier list I've ever done in my life. But how's it going, Raiders? Hope you had a great stream. I'm CyYu, I voice Cyno in Genshin Impact, Jing Yuan, and Honkai Star Rail. Most recently, Kaiju number 9, Kaiju number 8, and many other things. If you'd like to know what I've been in, exclamation point VA in the chat. We finally have some CyYu merch, by the way, over on S-Tier Apparel. It looks like this. Yeah, it looks really cool. Banger, have an awesome stream. Thanks, Vienna. Hope you had a good one. And yeah, you can get some using exclamation point style. And yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. Hope you all had a good stream. We're in the middle of this tier list of killing off Genshin characters as they went to war with Celestia. Where the characters fighting, I feel like it'd be a blend. I feel like it'd be a blend of the Fatui and Celestia. Like, I am thinking this is the final battle. You know what I mean? Like, this is the final battle where they fight the Fatui, and in the middle of fighting the Fatui, they break through Celestia, and the unknown god is just destroying people. Like, think literally the final battle of Naruto. Think the final battle of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Think like Dragon Ball, like Goku fighting Frieza or the Saiyans. Like, think just like crazy bullshit. Rather not final battle of Naruto. Right, well, like, I mean, the only reason I made that connection is because they're fighting the Sarita and then Bleach, exactly. That alien BS. Well, we're dealing with gods here. Anyway. I feel like this is gonna I'll get to Nouvellette after. Gaming, I feel, is bedridden. Chiori, I feel like she'd be all right with her info crap. Yeah, she'd be healing people. Sethos, he's bedridden. He's fighting alongside Cyno. Now here's the weird thing. CyYuVtuber dies. CyYuVtuber is a medic. That's the only reason why she's kicking, because she's helping heal all these people. So we have 2. You better not kill Ridley, bro. Here's the crazy part. So Ridley, I don't know what would happen. I'm thinking of him at the Fortress of Meropide. I actually do think he'll survive, but he'll be bedridden for sure. I do think that Ridley would survive. Now, Nouvellette. The way I picture this, the way I picture Nouvellette is this man is using his entire, like, all of his dragon power fighting against the old god. Like, a dragon sovereign fighting against this shit. Bro, I don't know, but could you imagine after so many years of like you fucking false gods like preventing it, bro, that battle would go crazy. He wouldn't hold back. I wouldn't be surprised if my guy starts losing his human form and starts turning draconic. Like, but I wouldn't consider him dead, but he'd definitely be MIA as fuck. I feel like he wouldn't die, but he would vanish, and we don't know where the fuck he would be. That's just... Why is Arlecchino dead? Because knowing Arlecchino, she would not only fight the Fatui, but I feel like the Fatui, specifically Dottore, would try to kill Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, and that's when Arlecchino would die. So here's our list. So MIA after the battle. This would be after the battle. MIA's, this would be the aftermath. And again, chat, this has nothing to do with any information. This is pure bullshit fanfic that I have just concocted. This is like, you know, also for some of these, they already have death flags. Arlecchino has had death flags for weeks, for months, and now even more so with her story out, where she's already prepping Linny to be the next king, right? This is a look at CyYu's twisted mind. Honestly, yeah. And be grateful, because I do feel like my fucked up brain was like, I should put more in corpse, is all I'm saying. So why is Xiao and Shenhe a corpse? Xiao is already a corpse. Xiao is a corpse because he's already almost died once, and the only reason he lived was because of Zhongli. But he almost already sacrificed himself. So when a time actually comes for him to sacrifice himself, I feel like he would do it. Shenhe, knowing Shenhe would protect Ganyu, and then Cloud Retainer would swoop in to save Ganyu. And that would be the only reason. What about Albedo? I feel like Albedo would be like, I'm a homunculus. It's all right if I die. Klee, I feel like her mom would take her away and we don't know where the fuck she went. Cloud Retainer loves Shenhe too. I agree. But she only has so many hands. And that's where my brain is at. Why is Child MIA? I feel like Child would be MIA for the simple fact of he started off fighting. Child wouldn't be like dead or anything. I feel like Child would just literally go missing because he feels ashamed. Because he started off fighting alongside the Fatui, and then he realizes, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of history. And then this man would just fuck off to go train or just go with Skirk. Exactly. That is where my mind goes with Child. Razor, I feel like he's just MIA in some other woods. Toma's already been MIA. Ayato, I feel like he'd go MIA after the whole thing. But yeah. Do we think Skirk would join? That's a maybe. I feel like we don't have enough information on Skirk, but I feel like she would join once if a Descender joins in. Ayaka dies and no. Guys, bedridden doesn't mean dies. Corpse means dies. Bedridden means they are severely injured. Dainslift? That motherfucker dying. I feel like Dainslift would 100% die. And the only reason I say die is because this man is trying to fight. Because that's also something we didn't take into account. The Abyss army with Lumine. I feel like this man is fighting Lumine, and mid-fight Lumine, he's like, I can't. And then Lumine stabs him. That's just how I feel that would go down. Will Lumine die? I feel like Lumine would live for the simple fact. If Lumine... The only way I could see Lumine not dying is if Here's my bullshit brain. I feel like once the fucking like Celestia comes into play for this war, MC, your traveler is gonna join forces with your sibling, and then both of you are gonna fight. And then I feel like whoever the other sibling is would get severely injured, and then it's one-on-one. So I might move to bedridden, actually. You still think Bennett solos? I feel like Bennett would actually... He'll be fine. Also, the reason why Dory survives is... The reason why Dory survives is because of she's a coward. And I actually feel like she'd use her money and influence to scurry away while trying to, quote-unquote, help people. The Fallout bunker, exactly. That I legitimately feel is what Dory's plan would do. Chongyun dies. I don't know why. Just, that's what my head... How does Nilu live? Because I feel like she'd be in a similar vein trying to help people evacuate. And Kaya survives purely out of D-Luke and MC character bullshit. What about Paimon? Paimon, I feel like only survives for the plot armor, but I also feel like Paimon might be like at the end of like the Conria story. I feel like Paimon is revealed to be Celestia, and that's where the part 2 takes place, where you go looking for Paimon. I feel like Paimon would be MIA. I feel like Paimon would deadass just be in Celestia, like, and once the sky shatters, when Genshin Impact Part 2 starts, that's when you go. The second part of Genshin will be you're looking for Paimon. The Rukia retrieval arc, baby. But it's the Paimon retrieval arc. Could you fucking imagine? Paimon gonna be allies with Unknown God? Honestly, I could see it. I could also see Paimon being the Unknown God and she just forgot. I don't know. Crazy headcanon that Paimon is Celestial royalty. I mean, Paimon is like a demon name, is it not? Sai, what about Skirk? Oh, Skirk is constantly MIA, so it'll be fine. But we don't have too much info. Anyway, this is my dumb list that with no information possible. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this BS list of all time. And if you didn't like it, that's totally fair. You're not supposed to like it. This is just a what if bullshit list. But if you did enjoy it, leave a like. And who do you think would survive in this make-believe war? Again, Genshin characters versus Celestia / Abyss / the Fatui Harbingers. Who do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to come and watch these live with us, make sure to go to twitch.tv / CyYuVtuber, and maybe you'll join us on the next dumb tier list. Or maybe not. Subscribe to CyYuVids. Check out the clothes, the CyYu clothes over at s-tierapparelclub.com. The clothes are only available until the end of May, and I will see you in the next one.